4 hidden codes that make you the man she can't get over. Let's be real. Keeping a woman isn't about luck, charm, or looks. It's about understanding how connection actually works. Most men chase chemistry, but very few know how to build bonding energy, that deep pull that keeps her coming back, mentally and emotionally, even when you're not around. See, women don't fall in love the way men do. They bond through respect, challenge, mystery, and emotional gravity. And when a man understands that, when he learns how to lead with strength, self-control, and presence, he stops being just another guy and becomes unforgettable. So today, I'm breaking down 4 hidden secrets that make you the man she can't get over. The kind of secrets most men never figure out until it's too late. 1. Be stingy in the right way. When it comes to building a lasting bond with a woman, being stingy isn't about greed or arrogance. It's about value. You have to protect your money, your attention, and most importantly, your commitment, like they're sacred currencies. Because they are. Every woman who enters your life should have to earn access to those things, not through manipulation or games, but through genuine effort, consistency, and emotional investment. The truth is, people, especially women, rarely value what's freely given or easily won. When you pour your time, affection, or resources into someone who hasn't proven they deserve it, you unintentionally teach them that your energy comes cheap. But when you hold back a little, when you make a woman work to earn your trust and your loyalty, she doesn't just respect you more, she values the connection more deeply. Being stingy, in this sense, is really about self-respect. It's about setting a standard that says, my energy is rare, my time is precious, and my love isn't something you can just stumble into. It's something you grow into. The men who last with women aren't the ones who give everything up front. They're the ones who give deliberately, with intention, to the woman who's shown she can match that same energy. 2. Challenge her mind in the best way possible. If you want a woman to truly bond with you, stop being afraid to rattle her a little. Not in a toxic or manipulative way, but in a way that wakes her up emotionally and mentally. Most men play it too safe. They tiptoe around her opinions, agree with everything she says, and think that being nice will make her fall in love. It won't. You've got to have the guts to speak your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Have the courage to challenge her perspective. Don't pedestalize her looks or act like you're lucky just to be there. She can sense when you're worshiping her instead of seeing her. Sometimes, the most powerful move you can make is to ignore her a little, not out of disrespect, but to remind her that your world doesn't revolve around her validation. Women crave emotional gravity, a man who stands firm in who he is, who doesn't shrink to please her, who's unshakably real. That's what challenging her mind really means. It's making her feel something deeper than surface-level attraction. It's showing her that you're not just another man performing for her approval. You're a man grounded in his own truth. When you stop hiding your raw, unfiltered self, you don't just attract her, you inspire her. And that's the kind of connection that doesn't fade. 3. Treat her with respect. Real, grounded respect. Let's be honest. A lot of men get this wrong. Some swing too far into worship mode, putting women on pedestals like goddesses who can do no wrong. Others swing the opposite way, treating women like they're beneath them, as if dominance equals disrespect. Both extremes kill attraction. Real respect isn't about submission, and it's not about control. It's about seeing her clearly. Flaws, emotions, contradictions, all of it. And still holding your frame. Yes, women can be emotional, manipulative, and self-serving at times. So can men. But maturity is learning to deal with that without becoming bitter or condescending. You respect her not because she's perfect, but because you're grounded. You tease her, you flirt with her, you challenge her, but you never cross the line into cruelty or contempt. Because once you start treating a woman like she's disposable, she'll eventually believe she is, and the connection will rot from the inside out. Respect keeps her feminine energy alive. It makes her feel safe enough to soften around you, to trust you, to let go. Ironically, the only place she doesn't want your respect is in the bedroom. That's where she craves your dominance, not your politeness. Out there in the world, treat her like a woman you value. In the bedroom, treat her like a woman you own. That contrast, respect in public, raw power in private, is what keeps her forever intrigued. 4. Keep your options open, not just with women, but with life. Here's a truth most men don't want to admit. The moment a woman feels your entire world revolves around her, she stops feeling that fire to keep you interested. It's not about being cold or playing games. It's about maintaining the sense of choice that keeps both of you on your toes. When a woman knows you're a man who could walk away at any time, not because you want to, but because you can, her effort stays alive, she stays invested, she stays feminine, and you stay masculine, focused, disciplined, and constantly evolving. Keeping your options open doesn't always mean seeing other women. It means staying rooted in your mission, your growth, and your purpose. When you build your life around progress instead of her validation, she feels that energy, and it's magnetic. A woman is drawn to a man who doesn't need her to feel complete, but chooses her because she adds value to a life already in motion. So keep improving, keep leveling up, and never hand over the power of your own fulfillment. When she senses that her place beside you is earned, not guaranteed, she'll work harder to keep it. And that's what keeps the bond alive, fresh, and passionate. Conclusion. At the end of the day, lasting bonds aren't about what you give a woman. It's about who you are when you give it. When you guard your energy, challenge her mind, respect her without losing your edge, and stay rooted in your purpose, you become the kind of man women don't just want, they need. A man who grounds her, excites her, and inspires her all at once. Remember, she doesn't fall for the guy who gives her everything. She falls for the man she has to keep earning. That's how attraction becomes devotion. That's how connection turns into legacy. So ask yourself, are you giving her something to chase, or are you the one doing the chasing? Because the men who truly understand women don't fight for love. They command it through presence, standards, and authenticity.